The Black Panther Party for Self-Defense formed into the most immense black revolutionary organization in the United States. The Panthers formed in October of 1966 in Oakland, California, and its founders were Bobby Seale and Huey Newton. Both men believed the entire capitalist system needed to be overthrown in order to achieve liberation for all black people. The results of the Civil Rights Act of 1964 led to some positive developments in the black community, such as desegregation and the promotion of black government officials in the state and national level. Despite these developments, they did not provide lasting improvement on the daily lives of black people. Contrary to popular belief, the Black Panther Party was a sophisticated organization. The Panthers formed as a response to the rise of police violence in the Bay Area. They set out to monitor police activities and protect black residents from police brutality. Although this was one of the main reasons the Black Panther Party formed, one of the fundamental aspects of the Black Panthers was their commitment to their communities. Their survival programs became a fundamental part of their mission to improve the lives of African Americans. The Black Panther Party grew as an organization because they based themselves in black neighborhoods and offered services to African Americans denied by the federal government. The programs offered ranged from free clinics, free breakfast for children, and free food for the public. One of the most successful of these social programs was the Free Breakfast for Children program. This program first started off in 1968 in Oakland, California, and provided food for children before school. As the organization expanded, this program became popular and continued to serve children all over the United States. Members of the organization realized the importance of eating breakfast in the morning. They believed it was necessary for children to fuel their bodies in order to learn properly. Many children went to school hungry, passed out, and then get sent home. This is not the kind of treatment African American children deserve. Children are the future of this country. Without a proper education, these children will grow up not knowing how to overcome the injustices by the government. It was up to Black Americans to look out for one another. This program was from the people for the people. The free breakfast program fed underprivileged youth on their way to school every day. The program relied on volunteers and donations from local communities. It was important for children to show up to school every day and even more important for them to be fed. The type of food children ate included eggs, toast, bacon, grits, and milk. In a short amount of time, the Oakland program moved to different cities and different states. As the Black Panther Party expanded, so did the program. Chapters across the country were obligated to have a free breakfast for children program. By November 1969, the breakfast program served in 23 cities, serving up to 1,200 children a day. The free breakfast program allowed the Black Panther Party to develop close relationships with their communities. Along with their success came attention from the federal government. Their image of self-determination caught the eyes of the FBI chief J. Edgar Hoover. Hoover declared the Panthers the greatest threat to internal security of the country. Based on an article from the Black Panther newspaper in 1969, police often raided and shut down the breakfast programs in various chapters in the United States. Police officers came into the church or wherever the breakfast was being held, armed with guns, and walked around the dining area, terrorizing children. The Free Breakfast for Children program helped shed light on the government's food programming. It was a direct response to the war on poverty and the promise from the government to provide basic needs to its citizens. It allowed the Black Panthers to focus on issues rarely discussed in mainstream America at the time. During this time, it was clear no one was set on helping the Black community. The breakfast program, along with other survival programs, addressed the needs of the poor. First came the breakfast program, then the clothing and food drives and medical services. These programs created by the Black Panthers Party focused on building support with one another, and not just focusing on police brutality. The free breakfast program continued to serve more children every day, and more facilities opened around the country. The Black Panther Party newspaper allowed members to advertise openings and locations of the free breakfast programs as well as the other survival programs. The newspaper published its first issue in 1969 and went on for another 10 years. At its peak, it became the most widely read black newspaper in the United States from 1968 to 1961. By publishing their own newspaper, the Black Panther Party maintained that connection between its members and supporters. Addressing the needs of the poor black community became the Black Panthers' priority. After opening their Free Breakfast for Children program, they set forth on the Free Food program. This program provided free food for black people and other minorities. Members provided groceries to families in need until they could afford food themselves. According to Huey Newton, the free food program did not provide solutions to their problems. This is why they call them survival programs, meaning survival pending revolution. It would help sustain African Americans until they were ready to take care of themselves. There are many misconceptions about the Black Panther Party and their purpose. People believed they were a group of angry black men carrying guns. Simply stated, they were tired of being tired. The Black Panthers were tired of injustice. The Black Panthers managed to make national headlines, recruit members, and let people know their purpose without the internet. The image people see of the Black Panthers are people dressed in black, carrying rifles, and marching to the California state capitol. The image that people do not see are the ones with the Panthers serving children breakfast or handing away bags of clothes and food. Their survival programs greatly impacted the black community. Despite its success and positive impact of the Free Breakfast for Children program, the Black Panthers eventually had to end it. By the late 1980s, the party and its programs dismantled. Internal tensions between certain members got in the way, and the FBI continued to find ways to attack them. The harassment and infiltration tore the Panthers apart. However, there was an effort to continue the program. Ideas from the survival programs were taken up by the government and institutionalized. It took a while, but states responded by establishing free and reduced breakfast for kids in school. This may not have been a direct result of the Black Panthers' work and dedication to provide for the community, but it is safe to say the government now had a chance to respond appropriately and help its citizens. From self-determination to self-defense, the Black Panthers moved toward progress. Their survival programs became a fundamental part of their mission to improve the lives of African Americans. The Black Panther Party grew as an organization because they based themselves in black neighborhoods and offered services to African Americans denied by the federal government. The programs offered ranged from free clinics, free breakfast for children, and free food and clothes for the public. The most successful of these social programs was the Free Breakfast for Children. This program was also a direct response to the war on poverty. It was up to Black Americans to look out for one another. The Free Breakfast for Children program quickly spread and served thousands of children each day. Members of the Black Panther Party realized the importance of eating breakfast in the morning. They believed it was necessary for children to fuel their bodies in order for them to learn properly. The program succeeded, despite the harassment and tactics to shut it down from the federal government.